said it was like, my brother said it was like top 5 favorites ever. Maybe he even said ever. Like all of all.
I'm good. I'm not on there. Go ahead.
Yeah. It's really hard. There's like 900 feet of edge pieces. It's ridiculous. Putting it together the first time.
We shall call the roll of the USD 49 November 24th school board meeting to order. Approval of agenda.
I make a motion to approve the agenda as presented.
Okay.
I'll second.
Then,
Mr. President,
yes.
I would request an addition to the agenda if possible.
Okay.
I'd like to do a report on the KSB conference.
Okay.
Real short, but I gave everybody a list. I'd just like to go over it real quick.
Okay. Do you think it'll take 5-10 minutes, or do you have any?
5 minutes and a half.
Okay. Okay.
I don't know where you want to put it.
To communications. Yeah, we'll just, when we do communications, you can add that.
Fair enough. Okay. All right. Anybody else? Any additions? All right. With that being added, all those in favor say yes.
Yes.
Yes. All those opposed, no.
Oh no.
Passes 7-0. USD 49 District Mission, Vision, Core Values, and Strategic Plan. The mission of USD 49 is to provide a quality learning experience for every student in every classroom every day. To support the mission of the district, the USD 49 Board of Education includes supporting a vision that encompasses high student achievement, highly effective staff, effective and positive communications, and effective management of resources. The consent agenda.
Yeah, on the consent agenda this evening, we got board meeting minutes from November 10th. We have personnel on the agenda. We do have some retirements that we do want to highlight. Lisa Renz, who's been a high school English teacher at Hayes High with 27 years. Karen Smith, who's been a fifth grade looping teacher with the district for 27 years, will be retiring. Kristen Lawrence, who is a first grade teacher at Wilson Elementary, has been with the district for 6 years. Suzanne Lycum, who has been a social science teacher at Hayes Middle and has been with the district for 28 years, as well as Cindy Mason, who has been in the food service at Hayes High for 27 years. So as you can tell, lots of years of experience. We'll be retiring at the end of the school year. So congratulations to all of them. Of course, you got some site council minutes from Hayes Middle School. Financial, Chris, if you got it.
Bond project tracking is updated through the month we do. 20th is pay app day, so that's updated through November. Since it's the second meeting in November, there's a few less reports than normal, but yeah, bond project is updated.
Okay.
I think that's it.
We're good?
Yep.
Okay. I'd entertain a motion.
I make a motion to approve the consent agenda.
Thank you. Second. It's been moved and seconded. Any discussion? Seeing no discussion, all those in favor vote yes.
Yes.
Yes. All opposed, no. Passes 7-0. Public forum. Is there anybody wanting to speak tonight? Okay. Next, presentations and recognitions.
Okay, I'm super excited about the opportunity to do this. I think Coach Hodges and the Hayes High Unified Bowling Team come forward as we have some state champs in the boardroom tonight. Pretty lucky. I think there's been a joke that I've heard the comedians say bowling's not a sport because you have to rent the shoes, but apparently they have never seen our Hayes High Unified Bowlers, because I was not fortunate enough to be there, but I did hear from our athletic director, Chris Reese, who was there. He said it was one of the coolest things that he's ever been a part of, and the whole experience, and these guys have represented our district and our school in such a positive way. Here today to talk about them is Richard Hodges, who is our bowling coach, and I'm going to let him introduce the team and talk a little bit about the successful team.
Hello, thank you for that. Appreciate the introduction. As you all know now, I've been here last year as well, and I plan to be back here every year since, moving forward. Our agenda and our goals going into every practice and going into each meet was just simply focused on what we can control. There's a lot of little things about the unified season that are, different, if you will, than in most of other sports, or different than even the competitive season. And it dawned on me that we need to be acting, treating, and handling our unified season no different than any other. And I've always kind of had that in the back of my mind or in my heart, but mainly when that light bulb moment, it was a complete different change going into this year, and it was welcomed with open arms, I think. I mean, the overwhelming appreciation from the parents and the grandparents and each and everybody of the spectators that come in and out, and I get that a lot. Okay, that's great, and I appreciate that, and I'll take it every day. But it really started setting it apart when I hear the athletes themselves start really appreciating it, and then even more so when I'm getting the other coaches ask me what our secret sauce is. Well, and then you go on to the postseason, and you start to get into different schools and different parents and different areas of the state that really say, wow, what are you guys doing? Wow, what is it that you guys got that we don't? And I'm telling you right now, it's just heart. It's just kids, it's heart, and it's the giver crap. You know what I mean? I mean, there's a layer and a level of that I just haven't seen in past years, but at the same time, we got that for years to come, I think. So it's not that we've got a program that's got the heart. We've got a group that is going to carry that torch from season to season, down to meet to meet, down to practice to practice. So it really makes a big difference. So joining with us tonight is I'm going to go through the roster so that through the minutes it's noted that everybody that really added it and gave contribution to the season. But in no particular specific order, I've got Caitlin Maska, I've got Alina Atchison, Gracie Smith, Alexis Cooley, Ethan Kuhlman, John Summers, Tyler Williams, Cameron Doherty, Axel Fleener, Mike Cornelius, Raylan Cooley, Jason Hughes, Tyler Hune, Xander Clark, Ben Bergman, Keaton Brown, and then I've got a few that started the season that had some other difficulties finishing out with us, but not limited to Haley White, Dalton Reed, and DeMarcus Aldridge. So I give a big round of applause for all of these athletes. Bowling itself is a very, very, very difficult sport, okay? It's not just grabbing a ball, chucking it down a lane, and hoping to God things work out for you. There's so much mental work involved. Even if you check all boxes off, it can screw you just as quick as it was able to help you out. So it's the mental fortitude that really stands out with this group. So they shined when they needed to shine. At the same time, they fought through a lot of the mental difficulties that the sport seems to slap you in the face with. So they deserve everything that they got, and the continued support from the board, continued support from the 489 as a whole, but mainly, and most importantly, from the support of the community is very, very huge, and we couldn't have done it without you. And at the same time, please, please, please continue to lean into the sport. We cannot move forward without your help. Thank you, guys.
if any of them got a turkey.
No, I never have.
I have, twice. I should have got mine. I didn't have a cell phone back then. Congratulations. 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 Thank you, Coach. Appreciate you.
Mr. Wilson's speaker. So are there T-shirts on the way? Do you got state champ T-shirts on the way?
Well, we're trying to arrange that, yes, sir.
Okay.
We don't know the designs. We're working with Raheem to figure out what that looks like.
Well, you might as well strut. Congratulations.
Good job, kids.
All right, moving on. Next is.
Mr. President?
Go ahead.
Can I just say one thing?
Yes.
Because I just came from the high school right before here, and they're doing, we host every year Scholars Bowl. Jennifer Alt puts that together, and Miss Shepard Adams, and they do an incredible job. Their team just did a terrific job tonight. But I also want to highlight and say not only did they do a great job, but the culinary arts with Miss Lindenberger, she just does a phenomenal job. They had for all the volunteers, they had meals for all of them, and that high school is doing great things.
Okay. Now we're down to half. All right, next up, 5.1 reports. District Communications, Ron Wilson.
Yeah, I don't have a ton tonight. Just the bond update. You've got some information on O'Laughlin. I think they were getting ready to pour concrete for the roof slab, but I just don't know how the weather has affected that. So, but basically, the O'Laughlin additions are very close to. When I say closed in, that's not necessarily the case, but they'll have them sealed up very soon, for which we'll start the work inside. So that's great. So O'Loughlin's right on schedule. Everything's progressing well. HMS, it's looking good too. We still have, we're down to about 3 weeks, so probably starting to get a little nervous. I was just with the Hayes Middle School teachers. We took a little tour with them after school today, and so here's the deal. They weren't nervous. I'm probably more nervous. Tom Albers is on a level 12 right now. But at the same time, this is what I heard from teachers. A lot of, wow, oh, this is going to be great. Oh, this is going to be so much better than what we've had. I heard that repeatedly over and over. So things are progressing there. The big thing is we're getting ready for Operation, I don't know, for lack of a better term, 2300 Shuffle on East 13th, and that's a big deal. A lot of work is going into that, a lot of meetings, a lot of conversations. I don't know, it's crazy, everything. So I think it's going to go really well, but just keep our fingers crossed everything's ready to go. So like we've shared, there's probably going to be some things we're still going to have to finish up, but for the most part, we'll be ready to roll here in 3 weeks. So things are looking good. So just the only other thing that I would add, a couple things. Last week, I believe it was last week, I had the opportunity to go to the Hayes High National Honor Society induction. Heard a tremendous speech by an honoree. So Mr. Viner was invited to speak, so did a good job and shared some good stories. Also, I think it's worth noting too, today the Hayes 489 Foundation provided meals for some families in our district, quite a few families in our district, and Jess serves on the Hayes 49 Foundation, but also Ken did some work today in delivering some turkeys and meals for families. Just pretty cool as well. And I think Craig Pallister, our incoming board member, was there today as well. So pretty cool stuff going on. It takes a lot of people doing a lot of different things to make things work. So that's all I have for my communications.
Thank you. Yes, Mr. Park.
Okay. I gave you all a agenda or a booklet from the conference. Just a couple things I wanted to highlight. The draft, the assembly, Mr. Reiner has a copy of this draft. If you're interested in it, or not a draft, this is the final copy. You can talk to him and he can send it to you. On the first flag page shows the board of directors. The thing I want to point out, if you look at Region 4, Kurt Herman was elected as our next president-elect. And Kurt, if you might know him, he is from Hayes. His mom was a longtime counselor at Felton Middle School, and so he has a lot of ties to Hayes. He comes back, his dad was a business owner, so he has a lot of ties to Hayes. He's our president-elect. On the second page, it shows our region, different regions, and we're Region 7. Emily Reiner is in Region 2. She is our president-elect. So for the next year, she'll be the one that, if you need anything, I'm encouraged to reach out to her. If you go on toward the back, there's the board member lunch and learn, and it has all the different ones coming up through the year, and all the different topics, and those are just, you can log on, you can register to attend those. A lot of good information, a lot of questions that are answered, and they're available for you for free. So I encourage you maybe to look through that and see if there's something you could do. The next page shows next year's dates, which is the 6th through the 8th of November 2026. It's an excellent opportunity to network with other board members, also to meet and hear a lot of neat things that are going on across the state. And then the last page shows March 11th is the day at the State House, and that might be something that you might be interested in attending if you want to connect with our legislators and find out if there's pertinent things that you want to talk to them about. Also, the Foundation of Boardmanship, something that we've had in our community for several years, but not this year. But there is a list online of all the different places, and it starts as soon as Friday, December 5th in Topeka. Then there's a couple online opportunities, the 10th and the 11th. You can go online and actually do the program if you don't want to go. But Colby is a close one, Manhattan Dodge, those are all Pratt. Those are ones that might be close if you're interested in going to learn about the foundations of boardmanship. Any questions?
Thanks for the information.
We'd like to see more members able to go. If you plan for it, maybe you can go next year. Thank you.
I also attended the conference. I spent a good amount of time in the district showcase, and so I've got flyers and contact information that I have earmarked for particular people. I was just going to take those to us. Can I just tell you, though, that nobody had a unified bowling team in their district showcase who were state champs. Nobody had a lot of the things that I know that we do here. And I think that's, when we took our weekend crew, that was really special and wonderful.
Yeah.
We're doing so many amazing things in this district that we could go every year.
Yeah.
We really could. And I think that'd be something to think about.
Yeah.
Okay. Thank you for sharing. Appreciate that. Moving on to 6.1, action discussions items, Hayes Middle School parking lot upgrade.
Yeah, what you have in front of you is a quote from J-Corps. This is to complete the last part of the tennis court project by tearing out a portion of the parking lot on the north of the actual tennis court and regrading it to allow for some drainage to go north and around those storage buildings. now that the courts are, built, the idea is to, once they sheet off, we need all that water to go to the north and not between the tennis courts and the building, which there is a space in between. And we're just worried that we've got to get that grade correct. And so that's what this is about. This has been on our capital outlay list to do as far as parking lots. And so, and actually it comes in quite a bit under what we have allowed for some parking lots. So you just got a bid from J-Corps, and what the bid is in front of you, there was a base bid and an alternative bid. Originally, the base bid was just for right in front of the tennis courts, but as we kind of started looking at it, we noticed that there was some area to the side that goes to the service drive down to the new Hayes High. And it's pretty tore up, so if we could just add that little alternate piece, so that total, because it came in really low, for $53,100 from J-Corps.
Okay.
Tennis courts complete?
No.
When will be
They'll be ready to go by spring.
spring?
Yeah.
Season? Okay. Thank you.
I mean, the one thing we can't get them surfaced until we get this regraded, because we don't want water to sit on, because it'll stain. Once we get the top coating, we got to make sure that water has a place to go. And if we get a big rain or a big runoff, it could back onto the court until it drains out. So.
Update on the marquee sign?
The marquee sign is, just talked to them this week. They are sending the sign here at the end of December. We'll have it. We just got to get the monument built, and then I would say it's probably going to be early spring.
Spring, yeah. Okay. I'd entertain a motion.
I'll make the motion to approve the base bid and alternate bid from J-Corp to demo, regrade, and add new concrete to a portion of the Hayes Middle School staff parking lot for $53,100.
Second.
And it's seconded. Any discussion? Seeing no discussion, I shall call for the vote. All those in favor, vote yes.
Yes.
All those opposed, vote no. Motion passes 7-0. Next on the agenda is 6.2, consideration of approval of donation.
Chris, you want?
We were approached by, actually, Mr. Dries at the high school was approached by Dylan Wiesner and Robbie Delzite of RM Custom Metals, Roofmaster Roofing, and Leitner Buildings. They proposed or are offering a donation. It had originally started off as a little smaller shed specific to wrestling. As we talked and explained to him that we had on capital outlay map here for a couple years down the road, but to add a larger storage unit, I talked to them about maybe taking that donation and putting it towards something bigger, and they immediately pivoted and said, you know what, let's just do it one time, build as big a building as you need. And so they added that into the donation. So we're looking at a donation of materials, labor, and install for a 40 by, I don't want to say 56 building. We provided some pictures of where it will sit. In order to get that done, we'll have to do some regrading and a little bit of demo on a couple of garden sheds that are there right now, and then also concrete pad. So we'll have a little bit of investment, but we had $200,000 held for FY27 to do storage building of this size, and because of this donation, we're going to be able to get it done right now at a fraction of the cost. So just can't thank them enough for them approaching us, starting the conversation, and then being so willing to work with what our future vision was and make it happen. So thank those two specifically and those three companies.
That's very cool. We have so many in our community that step up like that, so I mean, kudos to those three businesses for doing that. Very grateful.
Okay.
So did the estimate for the concrete, that's a firm estimate, you said?
Yeah.
19,000?
It'll be right in there somewhere probably between 17 and 19, depending on how much apron we end up putting as we tie into the drive that's already there.
And that's footings and
Yeah, that's the whole.
Concrete and everything.
Building is pole construction, so they'll come in and cement all the poles in, and then they come in after the fact and cement
Lay that.
to it.
Yeah.
And then put sidewalk around it. Because it's up against that drainage area, we'll do 3-foot sidewalk all the way around to control any washing up against it. And then, once it's in place, we're shooting for that 17, between 17 and 19, depending on how much apron they put in.
What's the building for? Is it storage for?
Storage for athletics activities, all of the stuff. There's 2 little garden sheds right there now. One has stuff for prom. One had stuff for Stuco.
Is it on the picture? I only see one shed, but maybe I'm not.
No, there's 2 there.
2 little tiny ones right now that we'll demo out. But there's also, if you remember, there's 2 buildings by the tennis courts. You know, those were storage for the high school.
Right.
One's been turned into basically maintenance now. I mean, we've had to kind of take that over with the move and everything else going on. So it'll end up being athletics. All of the stuff that becomes overflowed. There'll be some space in there for junior high also. Not exactly sure how much we need after they make the move, but we'll have room to be able to put some of the seasonal athletic storage out there too.
I should add, Coach Hodges is really excited because he stores 100 bowling balls in his garage during the off-season.
Yeah.
So he's really excited where it's 100 bowling balls.
You know, if he moves his bowling balls, he might lose his mojo, though. You know, you got to be.
So that garage, is that garage going to be removed?
The larger garage stays, but there's 2 garden shed-ish things right against it.
They're a Heartland particle board.
Yeah.
Yep.
Oh, garden shed.
They'll go away.
One was to the north.
One face back towards the shop,
Yeah.
one face out towards that drive.
So what about other planning? I mean, we don't have restrooms or anything for the tennis courts. Are they just using the high school?
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's what they'll be doing? So there's no plans that we're going to need a restroom or area that's in there? There's no plumbing in this building?
Do you want to build one? Do you want to build them, Alan?
So how much?
I was going to say,
Down
whoa,
the road,
whoa,
we might
whoa, 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 whoa.
Okay.
I'm just saying, in the plans, I mean, if you put something there, I'd hate to later say, okay, let's tear this down.
Yeah, no, they'll be, like, we've been eyeing, with the bid coming in for the parking lot, coming in quite a bit lower, around that circle, and what would be up against that storage shed, we could put in a few more parking slots to allow for like tennis coaches and some of the staff parking throughout the day, but that's the only thing that would be sparked there. You wouldn't be able to go much bigger than that because of the drainage that runs through, so this is a pretty good use of that space.
This is incredibly generous. I'm really grateful for the community investing back into our district. I think this is excellent.
Okay.
Where was that earmarked? Is it 2027 as far as the building? Was it for New Hayes High School or operations? Like where was the?
It was in the Hayes High, so the new Hayes High storage building, $200,000 for FY27.
I just didn't see it when I looked through the capital outlay plans. Everything was blank that I saw anyway. I mean, I think it's great, and yeah, we should do it. I just didn't see it actually earmarked in capital outlay.
Waiting for a motion?
I make a motion to accept donation by Leitner Buildings, Custom Metals, and Roof Masters Roofing and Sheet Metal of materials, labor, and construction of 40 feet by 60 feet, 56 feet, storage building at Hayes High, Hayes Middle School campus.
Thank you.
I second.
And it's been seconded. Any more discussion?
Is there anything else that I go back to remember when we did the weight room, and then we had to come back and add, it was all donations, and then we added $150,000. So we think this is going to be turnkey, just that $19,000, the $6,000 for the grade. Shouldn't have any other extra doors or heating. What about heating and no heating?
No.
Cold storage.
Okay.
Like it's right up against another building we're at. We'll probably stub in electric and put lights in there.
You don't want lights.
But that would be our staff doing it, so it'd be minimal cost.
Okay. All righty. Seeing no more discussion, we shall call for the vote. All those in favor vote yes. Yes. All those opposed vote no. It passes 7-0. I think we do need to recognize those for making that donation, Dylan Wiesner and Robbie Delzite, along with the ones behind the scenes are Luke and Julissa Haynes. So greatly appreciate that for supporting our school district.
We did invite them to come this evening, but they weren't able to make it, so.
I believe that.
Stay busy.
We'll get Delzite and Wiesner in the morning and early practice. I'll say hi to them.
Well, that was actually like, I appreciate their dedication. The reason they couldn't come is because they have little kids wrestling.
Yeah, yes.
So we're
Yeah.
going to miss that.
Well, and Delzite's there at 5:30 in the morning doing the junior high as well, so they do a lot of practices. Okay, on our agenda, we will go into a executive session. A motion is to go into executive session for the personal matters for non-elected personnel in order to protect the privacy interest of an identifiable individual. We will take a 6-minute recess. Are we able to go down there?
Yeah.
Okay, so we will start our meeting at 7:05 and try and be done in 20 minutes, so we shall return at 7:25. Those attending will be 7 board members. Did I get it all?
Is that your motion?
No action after.
No, there'll be no action following. Did I get that?
Okay, then I'll second that motion.
Okay, thank you. It's been moved and seconded. All those in favor, vote yes.
Yes.
Yes. All those opposed, no. Okay, past 7:00, we'll start in about 6 minutes. You will need your devices, board members.